Hello, Capricorn. For this read, I'm going to use Morgan Guru Tarot for the main read, and it's by Paul Foster Case and Arthur Edward Waite. I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. And for the supportive cards, the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Okay, as usual. I've already all right. Okay. All right, so you're holding a lot. That's the overall theme here. I swear, for Capricorn, it seems like you guys are always busy. You got a lot going on. Maybe it's just, I think, because it's the people I'm thinking of that I know are Capricorns. They seem to carry a lot. It seems to be a normal thing. And I'm not sure if they view it as carrying a lot, but to me it seems like they're carrying a lot. Excuse me. And in this situation, I'm getting, this is the overall, this is like, something happens quick here. Like the burden either shifts or changes somehow. I think as we go forward and we develop through the reading, we'll find that out more. It'll reveal itself as we go. You got the Lover's card in the very beginning here. I feel like you're very, I feel like you're the one being very charismatic in this situation here. You're very happy or very much interested. This may not be what it seems. I feel like this is more for the majority. Like, it can definitely mean a romantic relationship, definitely. For the most part, though, I'm thinking a lot of you are getting along with someone else. You're working on something, and it's just like it's on point. It's like you and them are like seeing eye to eye. You know, tit to tat. Everything's working out. Everything is right. You know, it's like everything falls right into slot, right on time, right when it's supposed to. You do you, they do they. When you come together, that everything's set, and you move together, like in unison. Things are going very well. But something is a little. See, on the other side, you have a Queen of Pentacles, which Capricorn is an Earth sign. Queen Pentacles, Earth sign, Pentacles. Queens aren't always Pentacles, clearly, but it seems like this should match up, and I do feel like you match up personality-wise very, very, very well. But who isn't saying what they're thinking? Someone isn't saying what they're thinking. Someone is going along with things a little more than... Something's not authentic here. Well, the card authenticity is popping up here. But I feel like... You got destiny with authenticity. Authenticity, I don't know why I have to say it like that, but it's going down into the other side, to the other, like the environment. It's towards the Queen of Pentacles. And I almost feel like you're explaining to them or showing them how you feel about them. Like, I feel like you're... What's going on here with this? You very much like this person. So I do feel like you're working on something with someone else, and you really appreciate them, and you're showing that. Now this is interesting, because for some of you, I feel like this wasn't starting out like a love thing, but it might be going in that direction in the way you feel. But for some reason, you're not moving forward on this. I feel like somebody might be catching your eye, but you're like, well, that's... I feel like someone's catching your eye and you're expressing it, but not like blatantly saying it, but your actions are speaking loudly. But I also feel like you're not going to move on it. But why aren't you moving on it? I feel like there might be a reason, like you might be already attached to someone else. And you're not moving on it. That's what I'm getting here. Now, interestingly enough, this is literally coming out right in the center. It's along the path, but I feel like this is a temporary moon glow. For me, moon glow is more like something seems very beautiful and very like otherworldly and attractive, and just you're smitten with the whole idea. But moon glow, like when the night's over and the sun comes up, the moon glow's done. Like it's over. What seemed very shiny and beautiful comes to light, and you're like, what I thought was a beautiful person turns out it was a statue, and it's not even a person. Like it's that type of thing. It's like it's not what I thought it was. I feel like there's a moon glow. I'm getting this moon glow. Like things are very heightened and beautiful, and are coming across really like the perfect situation type thing. But I think the central issue, the way it's coming out in the center for this reading, is it's saying, you know what, this is just temporary. Things just seem overly engaged right now. I do feel you're very much into this other person. And don't get caught up in the sex of the cards, especially with a general read, but someone is really catching your eye. I'm thinking that's what's going on here. But for some reason, now it's either you're already with someone, you're in a work relationship, you're in a work situation and it's not appropriate, or the connection they have to you, you're just like, this isn't appropriate, I'm not doing this. But I feel like you're not moving on it. As we go forward, like I feel like you're taking quick steps to move away from it. They might have like reciprocated or even like acknowledged your attraction to them in some way, but you moved on from it. You were just like, no. Like whatever happened here, like however far it got, you only got so far, and you're just like, oh no, we're not doing that, and you're moving on. I feel like this is like a quick change, like it's getting along very well, you're moving forward, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, no, I can't do this. And and it's like, exit stage left, done. Now, I do feel like it's an abrupt ending of that possibility, but not of this friendship or connection with this person. But I feel like you make it very clear that's not going to happen. I feel like you make it very clear. I do feel like it's kind of bothers. I feel like at first they kind of feel a little rejected, and they got to take some time to heal from it. That's this card. But they do move on. Like I feel like they let it go. I feel like they realize that you're not going to do anything, and for whatever reason, they realize, like, no, and that's not who you are, and that's not who they are, or whatever. It's just, they seem to accept it and move forward. Okay. Now, one of the reasons I'm saying friendship, it goes back to being a friendship, because I got the friendship card on your side at the end here. I have the letting go on their side at the end here, which makes me feel like things go back to being just acquaintances, whatever, in whatever fashion it was before. I do feel like at the end of this, when we're leaving this time frame, things are going very well. You got the Four of Rods. Things are going well. You're very happy. And for the most part, on the front side, you're just going forward like everything's normal, everything's the same. Everything's good. But there is the Hangman behind that, which means, to me, when I'm reading your cards here, general read, of course, that it's like a lingering thought, like you're thinking, oh, that's always going to be kind of below the surface here. And I feel like it's something you're careful of and you watch out for. You're just like, I can't let situations arise where we end up in positions where this could be a situation. I got to make sure there's always other people around, or it can't be in certain places when it's just the two of us. Like, I can't let that happen. And I also feel like the other side is aware of it and also probably doing the same thing. I feel like you're both kind of on the same page. Like, nope, this can't happen. We got to make sure that we don't end up in a position where we start making decisions that we're going to regret. That type of thing. But I'm also feeling like at this point, oddly enough, I feel like you're both on the same page where it was a moon glow type situation. Like, it was a moment and you just got really caught up in each other for a second. But you're both kind of like, no, this can't happen again. And neither of you are looking for it to happen again. Neither of you plan to act on it again. if you did act out in the first place, which might have only been acknowledging the situation. Okay. But I feel like you're both on the same page with that. It's kind of funny. I mean, maybe not to you, I apologize. But, like, it's kind of interesting because I feel like you're both in agreement, like, that can't happen. But I don't feel like there's, like, a flat-out conversation about it. You're just both acting a little awkward in certain situations. Like, there always has to be an extra person around, or we can't be in certain situations. Like, neither of you are talking about this, but you're making sure, like, there's no opportunity for error or misconception. Yeah. Okay. I feel like this, when I'm looking at this again with the burden card, well, it's, what is it, the 10 of rods with the 8 of rods, it's like, this is like some action. I feel like this is a lot with the moon glow. Like, things seem burdensome, and there's a quick change. The situation happens fast and moves on fast. But there's a lasting effect about being aware of how the other person feels and just not letting it end up in a situation where it could show itself again. Not really getting anything else with that, though. How long do these? I'm noticing lately I'm about a 10-minute read for the channel reads, which I think is good because I don't like to draw on too long because I know that these can be a little bit labored. So hopefully that helped you out. Of course, thank you very much for the comments. I always read the comments. I don't get a chance to respond to them, but I am very thankful that you are doing that. Thank you very much for everybody who does comment. I do read them. Of course, if you want a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.